Off just got an update. It's 1-1 in the bottom of the seventh. Got to watch out with Richlands. I saw him whack 4 or 5 home runs in one game against John Battle.
It's tough. I don't know who to root for in that one if I root for somebody. I guess I'm not rooting for any of them. But
I'll root for the Southwest District, right, once we get to that point, since it's a double game like that. That makes it good for the district, though, when you got them playing each other.
It does, like I said.
On one side that you have to go back around and play the team again, but we kind of had to deal with that in basketball season, too. You had to turn around and play Wise again after playing them in the region. I wish they'd flip that around, but oh well.
Would have been nice. Could have been possibly been in Richmond, but
that does make it tough on everybody. You know, I'm sure Coach Dotson probably didn't want to have to play us again after the way they played.
Well, you know, when you play, you know, when the best teams are in that area play each other, I mean, you know, you kind of feel like the two best teams.
This one popped up behind home plate. Mouse will turn and look at it as it hits on the roof right above our heads, and it's 0-1 to Bray Adkins.
Sometimes you hear people saying, like, the semifinal, that's really the championship game because the two teams don't get to face it in the championship. They got to face before that. And it happens. I mean, it's really nothing you can do
about it.
Especially
in girls basketball. It seems like that Region D in girls basketball seems to be the – whoever comes out of that region usually is holding up the trophy at the end of the year. And that's just
you're right about that. I mean, Ridgeview won it. Central's won it back-to-back now.
And breaking ball misses away, and that one down and away with a fastball, and it's 2-1 to Bray Adkins. You see that every now and then from Zach. He'll get behind in the count, especially early in innings once he gets a few guys under his belt. Breaking ball, called strike late, and it's 2-2. I had to build up the suspense there just a bit.
Well, it's making us wait.
2-2. Griffith gets a sign from Mouse, sets up outside. The pitch, breaking ball perfectly placed, and a swing through strike 3. 7 strikeouts now for Zach Griffith, and now Luke Martin will come to the plate for the Cavaliers.
And I said this for the last few innings, but if you're at the game, you're watching, these Chatham hitters are starting to get extremely frustrated. And they're so used to putting up hits and putting up runs on the board, and they're not doing that right now.
There's a strike, 0-1.
And they basically see their season slipping away here.
4-1, Cats lead it here in the fifth. And this one a swing and a miss, a big cut, and 0-2. (0-2) count and timeout called, and Zach will have to step off. Yeah, if you can find a fastball out of all the 7 or 8 pitches that Zach throws, you don't know what you're going to get here. As here's the 0-2. You go fastball away, just missed. 1-2. Good paint job there by Mouse on the corner. We'll see what they go with here on 1-2. This one inside, just off. Good pitch to try to get him jammed on, and it goes to 2-2. So two good pitches there with an 0-2 count. See what Griffith goes with here on the 2-2. Breaking ball, tried to backdoor it, and it stays out by a touch, and it's a full count now to Martin.
You hear people get upset, but I mean, that ball's clearly outside.
Oh, yeah. That's one of those you're trying to get him to chase on, but now you got to come to him here, 3-2. See where they go here. Mouse sets up down and away. The pitch inside, lifted out towards right center. Medley on the run, lays out, makes the grab. What a play. Bobby Medley saving extra bases. You see the wide receiver coming out there just a bit
that's
for Medley, as those guys have covered the outfield all year just like that and saved extra bases.
That'd be one of the best catches I've seen in high school.
And I'll tell you, Medley and Jamie and Jordan in the outfield for this team has been saved a lot of those this year, but that one in that spot with one out, that's a heck of a play for Bobby Medley to make deep in the gap there.
I said it, when you have some good outfielders out there, I mean, these ball fields that we're playing at, I mean.
That one misses down and away, and it's 1-0.
There's a lot of outfielder covering. You got some good ones out there. That just makes pitching a lot better for you, a lot easier.
Here's a pitch down and away, 2-0 to Grant Reynolds, who's reached on a walk and scored the lone run of the ball game. Here's a 2-0 wind and fire from Griffith. That one high, 3-0.
And if you're Chatham, I mean, you're definitely – I mean,
yeah, that one's one of those deflators.
They've been frustrated before, and they're definitely frustrated now. I mean, you know that's a hit.
That one misses, ball 4, and a 4-pitch walk issued to Reynolds. So the number 9 hitter's been walked twice.
I mean, I thought that was at least a double. I mean, I thought that was in there.
It kind of felt like Bobby was going in, when he got that read, it felt like slow motion from then on that he was going to get that ball. And he just had the perfect beat on it, and Coach Lee's coached these guys up all year, and he's got to be proud of that play. If it hung up another second or two, Bobby probably could have made the catch without diving, but it just shows the range that these guys got in the outfield. They can cover some grass.
Well, he wasn't going to be able to get there without diving.
No, not that. Yeah, if it hung up, though, a little longer, he would.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you there.
2 outs, man at first, 4-1 lead for Virginia High. This one outside corner stays out. 4-1 lead here. This one a jam shot over into right field. Davidson calls off Medley, and a good catch. Backpedaling there by the second baseman, Austin Davidson. He said he'll join in, give Medley a break after that laid-out catch. And the Cats' gloves come alive there in that inning. Great diving catch, saves extra bases, and Griffith works out of a 2-out walk. That was his 3rd walk of the afternoon.
I mean, also with that catch, what that catch does for us, it just gives more confidence. But for Chatham, it's deflating, and you just start thinking maybe it's just not this game's just not our game to win.
Yeah, it's tough when you almost gap one. You think you're going to be standing at second with 1 out. Instead, you're back in the dugout, and there's 2 outs. As we head into the top of the 6th, 4-1, Cats lead it. Bottom third of the order up, Mouse, Bradley, and Lathrop. All 3 of those guys looking for their first hit of the afternoon. Might be their last chance in this ball game. We'll see when we get back here from Pulaski. 4-1, Virginia High leading here in the state semifinals.
You're not wired to have a response to this sound. You're neutral to it, and you can hear it repeatedly without feeling anything. But when we introduce a new stimulus, save the food, we've achieved pulling a natural or inborn response from you. Save the food, because 40% of all food in the US never gets eaten. Save the food. Cook it, store it, share it. Just don't waste it. For tips and recipes, visit savethefood.com. Brought to you by NRDC and the Ad Council.
Follow Bearcat Radio on Twitter with the handle @VHS Bearcat Radio and on Facebook by searching Bearcat Radio for the upcoming broadcast schedule and shows on the flagship stream of Virginia High School athletics.
You know what really gets a party started? Indoor baseball. Yeah, just find a broom or a pool cue, and you can use, like, anything as a ball. Cans, bottles, shoes.
Hey, bro, toss me that avocado.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving, the ultimate party foul. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. Go to readyvirginia.gov and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by Ready Virginia, FEMA, and the Ad Council.
Thanks for listening to tonight's game on Bearcat Radio. Remember that after the final whistle, all games are available for replay at Spreaker.com/Bearcat Radio.
Welcome back to Bearcat Radio as we have a pitching change. They're going to turn to their star pitcher, Andrew Podojecki, to the mound from left field.
John's hitting now.
And John Malumba will pinch hit for the Cats. He'll pinch hit for Jared Mouse. John Malumba, the freshman, mainly plays third base some too for the Cats as that one misses outside. It's 1-0. We're in the top of the 6th inning, 4-1 Virginia High leading as the road team. Here's a 1-0. Malumba takes a fastball down and away, and it's 1-1. Podajecki, one of the stars on this Chatham team. He's got some tough stuff to hit. We expected him to start in this ball game, but he's come in relief here in the 6th. Here's the pitch. Inside, and it's 2-1. And these camouflage jerseys, we'll try to get back to you on where Lancaster went.
Well, Chatham's colors are black and red. You would think that.
Yeah, you'd think they'd have a little red mixed in, but the only red is on the trim of the caps around the black C with the white caps. It's definitely not the best for a broadcaster to have to deal with. 2-1 count to the newly entered John Malumba. This one right down the middle, and it's 2-2. John had the game-winning hit against Wise Central in the region semifinal in a must-win. Michael Bradley waits on deck. Jamie Lathrop in the hole. They let Jared Mouse take a break. Here's a 2-2. This one a big swing and foul down the line. It cuts foul and on top of the clubhouse. 2-2. So Coach Daniel said he wanted to work John in. We're seeing it here in the 6th. Two count to the freshman. Podajecki winds and fires this one inside. A jam shot. Way to hang there for John. And it's 2-2.
It's always tough to try to come off the bench and D8. I mean,
you're coming off. I would say cold, but today I don't think anybody's too cold.
And you get to come off and face their best pitcher.
You're facing the ace as he come in. Here's a 2-2. This one foul tip, nearly caught in the mid of Waters, but it dropped out, and Malumba saved for his pinch hit appearance. He'll get to see another pitch.
And if you're Chatham, that's what you're going to look at. You got to kind of make those plays right there. I know it's something minor. I mean, you might still get this out here, but that's what you have to make that play right there.
Yeah, in a 4-1 game as the Cats lead by 3. Podajecki.
You got 2 more innings to try to tie this game up.
To the leadoff man, Malumba. He waits on a breaking pitch, grounds it to Dalton at second. The throw over's low, and a good pick off the dirt by Adkins, and Malumba ends up halfway down towards the outfield. He was trying to beat that thing out. It goes 4-3 on the putout, and now Michael Bradley comes to the plate 0-for-2 with a pair of strikeouts. A couple of good defensive plays early in the game for Michael. So 1 out, nobody on, 4-1 advantage for Virginia High.
He came up huge in that Central win, that Y Central win for us, through 4 innings there.
Yeah. This one grounded softly towards Reed. He charges, sets his feet, throws across in time to get the speedy Bradley for out number 2, 6-3 on the putout.
I mean, those plays look routine, but that's a good play right there.
He was able to collect and get his legs back underneath him.
And you got to charge that ball and make a good throw over to first.
Now Jamie Lathrop will come to the plate, 0-for-2 with 2 strikeouts. Bottom of this order has been coming through in the postseason, but today has been shut out to this point. They're 0-for-8 on the day as Lathrop stands in.
But right now you'll take it because we're up 4-1.
2 outs, nobody on. The fastball misses up and into Jamie, and it's 1-0.
If we hold on to this game, they'll come up big tomorrow. They'll come up big tomorrow. Top of the 6th inning in the state semifinals. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch, a good one from Podajecki, and it's 1-1. So Lancaster ended up going 5 innings. Gave up 5 hits, 4 runs. Walked 2 and struck out 5, I believe. That one a called strike, and it's 1-2. We can see Podajecki's potential out on the mound, definitely flinging it around as he's a Longwood University commit. Here's a 1-2. Chase, strike 3, not a good swing as Jamie will try to beat out the drop third strike. Not a very enthused run, just a little bit over a jog down to first. If we hold on to win this game, if you're Chatham, do you look back and wonder why you didn't start your ace? Do you look back and maybe you wish that maybe you did start him, but then again,
Bearcats go 1-2-3. That's the 3rd time this ball game that they've went 1-2-3. And I'm sure now that Mouse will re-enter, and he will, back behind the plate. So Malumba was just hitting. 4-1 Cats lead it as we head into the bottom of the 6th. 2, 3, and 4 for the Cavaliers. Reed, Dalton, and Waters due up here in the state semifinals from Pulaski.
Hi, I'm Dustin Lynch. You don't have to listen to country music to know that life can be full of drama. Some of it you just can't control, like your girlfriend running out on you with your best friend. But there's some drama that you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalent.